India and Russia have shared a long history of defense cooperation. From MiGs to Sukhois, Russia has been India's largest arms supplier for decades. In 2007, both countries even agreed to jointly develop a fifth generation fighter aircraft known as the FGFA, which is based on Su-57 stealth fighter program. On paper, this looked like the natural next step for the Indian Air Force, but by 2018, India quietly walked away from the project, despite investing years of time and billions of dollars in planning. So why did India take this drastic step? And what does it tell us about Su-57 itself? Let's break it down quickly. The FGFA program started with huge ambition. India was expected to invest around 6 to 8 billion dollars in the program, with the promise of two-seater stealth fighter aircraft designed for Indian Air Force needs. The aircraft would include advanced avionics, stealth features, powerful AESA radar, and engines that could compete with the best in the world. Essentially, India wanted a parallel of the American F-35, but in partnership with Russia. It sounded promising, but the cracks began to show early. First, there was a stealth problem. Reports suggested Su-57 itself had a radar cross-section far larger than expected. If you have a Su-57 picture, you can see that the aircraft is much larger than any other aircraft. If you compare it with Tejas, three Tejas can fit into one frame of Su-57, and it was not stealthy enough. The design still had protruding edges, exposed engine fans, and radar reflective surfaces. For a fifth gen jet, that was a big red flag. Even now, there were some images leaked where we can see exposed engine fans from the front of uh, internal internal air window, DSI intake. Sorry, from the DSI intakes you can still see the exposed engine fans, which is not a feature of a stealth aircraft. Second, the engine issue. The Su-57 originally flew with AL-41F1 engines, which was underpowered. Russia promised a new Izodeli 30 engines, but delays pushed its readiness far into the future. Without it, the aircraft did not meet fifth generation thrust requirements. Third, the cost. India was asked to pump billions of dollars into the development phase and then still a high price per unit aircraft. The IAF felt it was being asked to finance an unproven product. Fourth, the technology transfer problem. Russia was unwilling to share critical source codes and sensitive stealth tech. India realized it might end up just paying without getting real design access, something we have seen in past deals too. Finally, the performance gap. The IAF openly stated the Su-57 did not meet expectation for a true fifth generation aircraft, especially compared to American counterpart F-35. And moreover, our Indian Air Force only needs some Atmanirbharta in their missions. Like we want indigenous mission computers. We also want some fighter platform which we can make upgrade level of our own. Like we have Su-30 MK, which is designed on our purposes. We can update anything into the aircraft, any weapon we can integrate if we want. There is also strategy clear here. By the mid 2010, India was building deeper defense ties with the United States of America, signing LEMUA, COMCASA, and BECA agreements. Being locked into an expensive fighter aircraft or Russian jet, project risk sanctions under Americans' CATSA law, which punishes countries buying advanced Russian weapons and sometimes Iranian weapons also. And let's not forget, India has a history of being nudged into Soviet purchases during the Cold War. The Mitrokin archives even detail how the KGB influenced defense contracts in the 1980s. With that legacy, India was far more cautious this time. I have also made a separate video of MiG, MiG-23 and MiG-27 deals, which was most morely pushed by KGB and Soviet Union. So you can see that video in that button. And in the end, the political risk combined with technical shortcomings made the FGFS deal unsustainable. And where the things stand now, we have to get the clear picture right now. Russia has inducted around 20 to 25 Su-57 into their service, but production is painfully slow. It is hell out slow. The aircraft has reportedly seen limited actions in Ukraine, but its true effectiveness remains questionable. And we have not seen it is a war-proven toy. Still now we don't know much about its war-proven capabilities. For India, walking away from expensive jet in the short term, but probably save the Indian Air Force from getting stuck with an overpriced, underperforming jet. Instead, India redirected its energy towards the indigenous Tejas Mark II program and the upcoming AMCA, Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft program. The Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, these are designed to fill the squadron gap and ensure India develop true fifth generation and eventually sixth gen capabilities on its own term. So why did India step back from the FGFA? Simple answer, Su-57 was not ready at all. The costs were massive and Russia would not share the tech India wanted. It was better to cut losses than sink millions more. But here's the real question. Can India's AMCA arrive on time to fill the gap? Or will delays push the IF deeper into a squadron crisis? That's the debate we will coming back on. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Have a good day.